everybody. Glad you're with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's New York taking on Pensacola. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Johnny Damon. And a pitch. Foul ball there. The 0-1. And there's a ball.
1-1.
That one ripped. Turner on his horse. Brings it in. And there's one away. Tommy Edman at the plate. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS.
Edman.
Swings through that one for strike one. Wheeler,
0-1.
He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. And there's two away.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Ken Griffey Jr., the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Next pitch is outside. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping players off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Here's some real power at the plate. Jimmy Rollins. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. Hit in the air, center field. And there's one down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
The designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And that's in for a strike.
0-2.
The 0-2 from Donaldson. The punch out there. That's the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. to third. Toss to Aaron, and Witt is out. Gets him easily, ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, here's Juan Soto. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Righty delivers. Headed down the line. Mantle makes his way towards it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And the right-hander deals. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Hank Aaron, the next to hit. That one out to right. Makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. That one slugged out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he's in with a stand-up double. Here's a big power threat. Craig Biggio. Just missed.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
And a good eye there. Man at second. That one misses. And now 3-0. Now this is in the air down the line. Griffey on his horse. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Wheeler, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this.
Full count.
Man on second, 2 down. This one in the air right field. And they get Biggio for the out. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. Now, Chipper Jones.
Third baseman.
The line and the pitch.
Jones.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one in triple digits.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back. And that one becomes property of the beast. He'll touch them all. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Babe Ruth now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nasty fork ball for strike 3. And now it's William Contreras. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And that's a 2-out double.
Waste no time there. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just
swung out, belted deep. That one went back there, and that one's gonna land not so much here, but here. Here's Turner now. And first offering is fouled off. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. And we're back. Here's Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman.
Wheeler back to work. On the ground right side. Here's the tag, and he's out. Now it's the power speed combo, Mike Cameron, and he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Down the line. And a foul ball. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Witt hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So digging in, Johnny Damon. He's 0 for 1. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Junior going back on this one. Hauls it in on the warning track. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Donaldson delivers. That's to third, and it goes just foul. That's a laser base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin.
Runner on the move. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Thought about third, but back to second safely.
Couple of singles back to back. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One ball, no
Will
strike.
at the plate for the second time as he takes ball one. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. A gigantic blast. It's 6-0. Digging in, Chipper Jones. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs they've thrown on the board. That's usually enough offense to win you the game, so they just have to keep doing what they're doing.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And that one finds its way through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Throw, and it gets away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly.
The
No
first
messing
baseman,
around
number
right there.
3.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Ruth
0-1.
down the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. And here is William Contreras, who doubled his first time up. On its way to the corner. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Runner takes off on the ground. And that's just foul.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Runner on the go again. Pitch inside.
The low kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely. And now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Bounce to third. Ramirez. To first. What a play. Inning over. Start of the fourth. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
And he deals. Fought off foul.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Kicks and fires. Ball one there. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Now back left fielder.
So man aboard, Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Edman gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Fly ball down the line. On the move towards foul ground. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Man at first. Juan Soto now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that clips the inside corner. Man at first, one away. Swing and a base hit. Edman around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Hank stands in now and watches strike one. Just missed. 2 on, 1 out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah. Griffey.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
1 down. Here's Trey Turner.
Center fielder,
We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
1 down, base is empty. And that one hammered Cameron. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Let's do this.
So up next, Jimmy Rollins. 1 for 2. Swinging a foul straight back. Kicks and deals. Lifted in the air, right field. Nice grab on the run. That is. We go to the top of the 5th. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Wheeler back to work. Left field. 1 away. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Biggio, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Gets him to chase after that one.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Now this is in the air down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 1 down, base is empty. Griffey drop step, ranges back. Onto the warning track, and he hauls it in. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Grounded out his first time up. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient, take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. The pitch. On the ground, right side. Out with the second baseman covering. Bobby Witt Jr. now. He was drafted 2nd overall by the Royals in 2019. Adley Rutschman was the only player taken ahead of him.
Yeah, he was part of a really good crop of shortstops. Bobby was the first one taken, but C.J. Abrams, Bryson Stott, Anthony Volpe, and Gunnar Henderson were also part of that draft class. How good is that?
Pretty good. Toss to Aaron, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting.
Down the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Mike Cameron. And the right-hander back to work. That one finds the corner. 0-1.
Well, these guys definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Jr. makes the grab, one away.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
Damon at the plate now as he chases after that one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And there's a foul ball. And here it comes. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And no one can get there. Damon around second, headed for third. Coming home. He will score. It's 6-1.
He was all over that one. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Runner scores from second as they get one back. It's 6-2. And he's at third with one away. That's a triple.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 0-1. Swung on, belted. And that's a base hit. In comes the run from third to trim the lead. It's 6-3.
Comes through with the RBI. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
And the batter now, Hank Aaron. Swings and misses.
0-1.
Strike one. Wouldn't chase that time.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Next pitch is downstairs. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-5. Here's Francisco Lindor. High fly ball, right field. Griffey gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
And here's the catcher, Craig Biggio. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. A massive home run. And it ties it up. It's 6-6. And now, Jose Ramirez. The other way. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. That to right. Moving under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Mickey Mantle. The pitch. That one fouled off. Donaldson winds and fires. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Pump pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. And now here is Babe Ruth, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one fouled off. Bases empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Left-hand hitter waits. Got it by him for the K. So 2 down now, and here is William Contreras. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball. 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Mike Cameron.
Mike Cameron. Now pitching. Justin Martinez.
The pitch. Hard on the ground to first. And he's out on the tag. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the DH, Johnny Damon. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Left field, way back there. That one is back. Oh, that ball was crushed. And they grab the lead. It's 7-6. So 1 out, nobody on. Now it's the shortstop, Tommy Edman. And a foul ball. The pitch. That one ripped, but foul. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
The left fielder, number 24.
Now the left fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 3. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right-handed reliever. Out towards left center. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2. And now it's Juan Soto.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
Little chopper rolls foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He'll circle the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 9-6. And now, Hank Aaron. Rollins. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Bottom of the 7th, and now the right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Trey Turner now. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Fouled off. He was late.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Donaldson kicks and deals. Kept into the mid, strike 3. So the lineup flips over. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Around third. He'll score, and it's now a 2-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
The tying run at the plate. Outside. Going to count 1 and 2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And here is Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered in this game. Adam Ottavino comes on now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. The run scores from second, and it's a 1-run game. And he gets there. The tying runs at third with a triple.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. And another big at-bat coming up here. Looking for a way to get that tying run across with 2 outs.
No ball.
Jones goes after that one for strike 1. Hit hard, that gets through. Aim to score from third. It's 9-9.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserved.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Stepping in, William Contreras. On the mound now, Riley Green.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Soto gets under it, hauls it in to end the inning. And now it's Frankie Lindor. The pitch. On a line, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now, Headley. Jensen.
And now it's going to be Craig Biggio out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much. 2 consecutive base hits for this team. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but...
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. That was blasted to the moon. And we are all tied up. It's 12-12. Cameron swings through it for strike 1. 0-2 now. Good eye
No,
in that
ball.
spot.
It's a good take.
Just outside. And the count is even 2-2. And the pitch. In the air, right field. Griffey gets under it. He's got it. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Now pop up on the infield. He's under it. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Tommy Edman. And there's the strike.
It's 0-1.
Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Griffey Jr.
And a pitch. There's the strike.
0-1.
And a pitch. Hammered on the line, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Trey Turner at the plate. And the first offering is not close. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2.
In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. 2-2 now. Started to swing, held up.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it.
Got him. And now 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Next to him, Jimmy Rollins. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Rolled to short, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. Over to first, safe.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber, runner on the go. Pitch is low.
You got to be careful with a guy like this at the plate. Stealing second may eliminate him from getting really good pitches to hit. Now they can work around him with first base open. So you got to roll the dice here and hope that he gets something to hit.
No. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Jansen back to work. That one the other way. Rollins in plenty of time to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Now 1 missed. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. Fought off foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ground ball to the right side. They get the out on Soto.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Foul ball there. Righty delivers. Good eye right there. Outside low. Ball 2.
2-1.
2 outs. To the right side. And the inning is over. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Bobby Witt Jr. New arm out of the bullpen, Eric Gagne.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And that one fouled off. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Down the line, Soto really on his horse for it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. And the right-hander deals. Got him! A huge out to start the bottom of the ninth. Here's the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Now 1-1.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1-2.
In there, sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Mantle stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that's in the dirt.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
And another ball. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That's the all set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor.
Now pitching, Mason Miller.
And he deals. And it skips in the dirt. Fouled off. He was late. Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Flares it into the outfield. Calls it in, and there's one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Biggio swings through it for strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down. So digging in, Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. And he gets tied up right there.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
And he won a round. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end. On to the bottom of the 10th. And now the first baseman, Babe Ruth. And here it comes. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
1-2.
In the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Man at second. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. And the runner stays where he is. Here's the catcher, William Contreras.
Taking the pitch.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. One away, and the game-winning run stands at second.
1-1.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And he walked him.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
That missed by a lot. Ball one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot.
Nope. Kenley Jansen into the game. 2 on, 1 out.
That's the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Yeah.
That clips the corner. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That one just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Junior on a dead sprint, racing back. Pulls it in on the warning track. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, Trey Turner.
Now coming into the pitch. Go ahead.
Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. Throw is offline. This one's over, and they walk it off in extra innings. 13-12 is how this one ends. A 1-run extra inning win. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
And angels when they stuck on your stoop. I flew before I grow up.